Let's just jump right into it. I grew up in a small town in the country. If I told you I grew up in New York, you'd probably say, "What do you mean country?" But there's a lot of country in the north of New York, upstate. But, however, the house I grew up in, my father was born in and died in, unfortunately. But we had a creek that was right behind the house, bordered two sides of it. We had a road frontage, neighbor, creek that bordered it. Spent most of my childhood in that creek. Loved it. Dammed up, made a lot of swimming holes. Just sitting here thinking about riding my bike. And the road sat up from the property a little bit higher than we did. So I was dumb, just like most kids. My parents got me a brand new BMX bike. I was so proud of that thing. I built a ramp from the road and shot you out into the field. Well, the field was, well, lawn. We had an acre. It was about 4 foot of a drop. I hit that ramp, top speed, not knowing what I was doing. And I landed probably a good 20 feet out into the lawn. And somehow, I don't know what I did, but I landed with the handlebars, one handle just hitting me right in the chest. Now, you know, they say parents didn't pay attention to Gen X kids. Well, this is a proven point of that. I was only about 6, 7 years old when I did this. I laid out in that lawn, rolling around in agony, trying to catch my breath for probably a good 20, 30 minutes before I could even sit up. Nobody ever came to check on me. Nobody wanted to, even knew what was going on. Nobody seen it. I remember it clear as day, though. Boy, that hurt. Went inside, told my mother what I did after I was able to. She just looked at me and said, "Boy, you're an idiot." And, you know, looking back, I do agree with her. And she just went right back to fussing around in the house. My mother was a short order cook, and she cooked all day, every day, whether she was working or not. I can remember waking up in the morning, she'd have donuts sitting by the wood stove raising. Oh, I miss those donuts. Can still taste how good they were. And the smell, fabulous. So dinner time with my mom. If you weren't excited about what she was making for the main dinner, she'd make you something different. If I had friends or people were over, she would cook individual dinners for anybody that was there just to make everybody happy. You know, the damnedest thing I remember is she got real big into baking and making candies and all that stuff, and breads and donuts and pastries and what have not. I don't ever remember her having a cookbook. I don't ever remember anybody telling her how to do different styles of bread and, bakery versus whatever. She just knew. Pretty amazing. But, God bless her soul, she was a stoic woman. My mother enjoyed drinking. I'd wake up in the morning when I was a kid, and all you would hear is Air Supply blaring. And I mean, as loud as she could get, that stereo we had to go. Dad left work around 5 a.m., and after she patted his ass out the door, she started drinking. So by the time I got up at 6 or whatever it was to go to school, Air Supply was jamming. And you know, at 48 years old now, if I hear an Air Supply song, I still know every word to every song they had. That and Roy Orbison. She loved Roy. Well, I'm going to leave it at there because I got a few things I'm going to do today. So that is volume 2 of the story of my life. If you enjoyed anything, hit that subscribe button. There's going to be a lot more of them to come. So, signing off. Goodbye.